Welcome dear students. In this lecture, we are going to study about Wheaton's bridge. As we know, resistance, the property of a conductor depends on its length, area of cross section and nature of material. It changes due to several factors such as temperature, strain, humidity, etc. Measurement of these properties is possible by measuring the resistance of that conductor. Various methods are used to measure the resistance. Here, Wheaton's bridge is generally used to measure the value of resistance. Wheaton's bridge is also used for calibrating measuring instruments such as voltmeter and ammeters also. Let us see about the construction of Wheaton's network. Diagram shows four resistances: resistance P, Q, R and S for a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. A battery of EMF E is connected between diagonally opposite points A and C such that point A is at higher potential with respect to C. A galvanometer G is connected between two other vertices B and D. The current I drawn from the source E at the junction A, current I is divided into two parts. I1 is the current through resistance P and I2 is the current through resistance S. The current I1 gets divided at point B. Current Ig flowing through galvanometer G and I1 minus Ig current flows through resistance Q. At the point D, current from galvanometer Ig and current from resistance S. From that junction D, I2 plus Ig current flowing through the resistance R. Here I1 minus Ig and I2 plus Ig are the currents flowing through the resistances Q and R respectively. From the junction point C, the I current returns back to source E. By applying Kirchhoff's junction rule, the distribution of the current I is equal to I1 plus I2. The currents to the arms are assumed by applying the first law. In this network, we are observing two closed loops. Let A, B, T, A, the first loop, and B, C, D, B, the second loop. Consider loop A, B, T, A. Applying Kirchhoff's voltage law in clockwise sense. We have the equation for the loop ABDA as minus I1P minus IGG plus I2S is equal to 0. As the statement of the Kirchhoff's voltage law, the algebraic sum of the potential differences along a closed loop is 0. Here, the potential difference across the resistance P, that is I1P, the direction of the flow of current through resistance P and the direction of the path followed, as we are tracing the path from A to B, both having same direction. Therefore, the potential drop is there. Potential difference across the resistance P is minus I1P. Through galvanometer, current Ig is flowing. The path traces, that is from B to T, the current flowing in the same direction, both having same direction. Therefore, the potential drop is there. So, potential difference across the galvanometer, that is minus Ig into G. For resistance S, the flow of current, that is opposite to the path traces, as the path is from D to A and current direction is opposite to that. Therefore, the potential gain across the resistance S, so potential difference I to S is equal to 0, and hence the summation of all the potential differences along a closed loop in a circuit is zero, we have the equation first for loop A, B, D, A. For the second loop, that is B, C, D, B. Again applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law, we have I1 minus Ig current through resistance Q, and as the direction of the current and the path followed both are same. Here the path traces is from B to C for resistance Q. The flow of current I1 minus Ig having the same direction as the path traces. Here we are moving from B to C. Therefore, there is potential drop, and hence the potential difference across the resistance Q is minus I1 minus Ig into Q. For resistance R, the potential difference is as the path traces and the direction of the current both are opposite. Therefore, I2 plus Ig into R, the potential difference across the resistance R, and the path followed and the flow of current both are opposite. Here we are moving from D to B, and the current flowing in the opposite direction through the galvanometer. Hence, there is potential gain. So, potential difference across the galvanometer Ig into G is equal to 0. From these two equations, we can easily find out the current flowing through the any branch of the circuit. The bridge is said to be balanced when the current passing through the galvanometer is 0. This is the special condition. That means Ig is equal to 0. Current through galvanometer 0. Then and then bridge is said to be balanced. This condition can be obtained by adjusting the values of resistances P, Q, R and S. When the current flowing through the galvanometer is 0, the points B and D, they are equipotential points. Therefore, no current is flowing through the galvanometer. Galvanometer shows null deflection. Thus, substituting Ig is equal to 0 in equation number 1 and 2, we have Ig is equal to 0. So, equation number 1 minus I1p plus I2s is equal to 0. From equation number 2, minus I1q plus I2r is equal to 0. Adjusting these equations as I1p is equal to I2s and I1q is equal to I2r. Dividing these two equations, we have the condition, that is P upon Q is equal to S upon R. This is called as the balancing condition for Wheatstone's bridge. In this case, current in the Q is same as the current in resistance P, and current in the resistance S is same as that in resistance R. Simply you can remember like that. It is the balancing condition for the Wheatstone's bridge, that is the P divided by Q is equal to S divided by R. If any three resistances in the bridge are known, the fourth resistance can be determined by using balancing condition. Wheatstone's bridge प्रिन्सिपल वापरून एक इन्स्ट्रुमेंट आपण लॅबोरेटरीमध्ये वापरणार आहोत. आणि त्या इन्स्ट्रुमेंटचा वापर करून आपण 2 एक्सपेरिमेंट्स लॅबमध्ये करणार आहोत. त्या इन्स्ट्रुमेंटबद्दल आपण आता जाणून घेऊया. इन्स्ट्रुमेंटचे नाव आहे मीटर ब्रिज. मीटर ब्रिज इज बेस्ड ऑन द प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ व्हीटस्टोन्स ब्रिज. इथे पिक्चरमध्ये आपण बघतो आहोत रेक्टँग्युलर वुडन ब्लॉकवर इन बिटवीन 2 टर्मिनल्स, terminal A and terminal B. Wire having uniform cross-sectional area and 1 meter long is stretched between terminal A and B along with the meter scale. या वायरच्या खाली मीटर स्केल इथे फिक्स केलेली दिसते, जेणेकरून वायरची लेंथ मोजणं सोपं होतं. या वुडन ब्लॉकवर इथे 3 मेटल स्ट्रिप फिक्स केलेल्या आहेत. इथे समोर आपण बघतो आहोत L shape, these two L shape copper strips are fixed. तर मेटॅलिक स्ट्रीप असतात पण मेनली इथे कॉपर स्ट्रीप आपण वापरतो. लेट अस सपोज दिस इज फर्स्ट C1, this is second L shape C2 strip and the middle one ही जी मध्ये दिसते straight, it is supposed to be C3. या 3 स्ट्रिप्स इथे फिक्स केलेल्या आहेत जेणेकरून या मधल्या स्ट्रिपमध्ये इथे गॅप फॉर्म होतोय. दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज द लेफ्ट गॅप. This is called as the right gap. As the length of the wire used is 1 meter, so it is known as meter bridge. As shown in the diagram, wire having uniform cross-sectional area that is stretched in between terminals A and B. Then cell of EMF E along with the key and rheostat are connected between the points A and B. Usually an unknown resistance X is connected in the left gap and resistance box is connected in the other gap. One terminal of the galvanometer is connected to the point C on the central strip while the other terminal of the galvanometer carries the jockey J. The temporary contact with the wire AB can be established with the help of the jockey. Now let us see about the working of the meter bridge and how to determine unknown resistance using the meter bridge. याचं वर्किंग आपण बघूया आता. A suitable resistance R is selected from resistance box. The jockey is brought in contact at various points on the wire AB and the balance point T is obtained. It is based on null deflection. Null deflection म्हणजे गॅल्व्हनोमीटर मध्ये जेव्हा झिरो डिफ्लेक्शन असेल, गॅल्व्हनोमीटर shows no deflection, so it is called as the null deflection method. The galvanometer shows no deflection when the jockey is at the balance point D. Let the respective lengths of the wire between A and D are L centimeter and between D and B 100 minus L centimeter respectively. As Lx in front of X and in front of resistance box Lr, the length of wire between A and D and B respectively. When the galvanometer current is made zero by adjusting the jockey position on the meter bridge wire for the given values of known and unknown resistances. Therefore, X upon R is equal to resistance of wire AD divided by resistance of wire EB. If L is the length of the wire, rho is its specific resistance, A is the area of cross section. Therefore, RAD is equal to rho LX upon A and RDB is equal to rho LR upon A. Hence, we have X upon R is equal to AD upon dB. Therefore, we can write here X upon R is equal to L upon 100 minus L, as the resistance is directly proportional to length. And therefore, we have the equation X upon R is equal to Lx upon Lr. For adjusting unknown, X is equal to R into Lx upon Lr. इथे व्हीटस्टोन्स ब्रिज प्रिन्सिपल आपण वापरतोय. इथे हा नेटवर्क तयार होतोय, व्हीटस्टोन्स ब्रिज तयार होतोय अँड वी हॅव X upon R is equal to Lx upon Lr. Thus knowing R, Lx and Lr, the value of the unknown resistance can be determined. Now the sources of errors while using the meter bridge are practicals करताना errors आपण कन्सिडर करूनच रिझल्ट काढत असतो. What are the sources of errors? The cross section of wire may not be uniform. Then the contact resistances at the ends of the wire where it is connected to the metal strips that we are not considering while calculating the value of resistance. And LX आणि LR मेजरमेंट करताना सुद्धा बऱ्याच वेळेला ॲक्युरेसी येत नसते कारण The ends of wire may not coincide with the 0 and 100 centimeter mark on the meter scale. These are the sources. How we can minimize the errors? एक्सपेरिमेंट करताना ज्या एरर्स येतात त्या मिनिमाइज करण्यासाठी सुद्धा आपल्याकडे रेमेडीज असतात. त्यासाठी आपण एक्सपेरिमेंट करताना काळजी घेतोय की द वायर मस्ट बी युनिफॉर्म. नल पॉइंट इज ऑब्टेन नियर टू द सेंटर ऑफ वायर, मीन्स इन बिटवीन 30 to 70 centimeter. Balancing point obtain करताना it is not below 30, exceed 70. And the experiment should be repeated by interchanging the positions of X and R. Taking these precautions, we can determine the value of unknown resistance using meter bridge. Applications of Wheatstone's bridge. The Wheatstone's bridge is used for measuring the values of very low resistances precisely, and we can also measure the quantities such as galvanometer resistance, capacitance, inductance and impedance using a Wheatstone's bridge. Meter bridge इंस्ट्रुमेंट वापरून केल्विन्स मेथड अप्लाय करून आपण रेजिस्टन्स ऑफ गॅल्व्हनोमीटर सुद्धा लॅबमध्ये काढणार आहोत. फक्त थोडा चेंज करायचा आहे सर्किटमध्ये. नाउ द गॅल्व्हनोमीटर प्लेज टू रोल्स हिअर. इट ॲक्ट्स ॲज अ रेजिस्टन्स as well as it shows the deflection, and the galvanometer whose resistance G is to be determined is connected in one gap and the known resistance R in another gap. Again, the suitable resistance is taken from the resistance box. The current is sent around the circuit, and without touching the jockey at any point of the wire, the deflection in the galvanometer is observed. There is already the deflection in the galvanometer. The rheostat is adjusted to get a suitable deflection around 2/3 of the range of the galvanometer. The jockey is tapped at different points on the wire. Make the contact D, for which galvanometer shows no change in the deflection. मीटर ब्रिज वापरून आपण ज्यावेळेला अननोन रेजिस्टन्स फाइंड आउट करतो त्यावेळेला आपण नल पॉइंट ऑब्टेन करतो. बट नाउ इन दिस केल्विन्स मेथड, here we are obtaining the equal deflection, and the Kelvin's method is based on the equal deflection method. As the galvanometer shows the same deflection with or without contact between the points P and D. The points must be equipotential points. The length of the bridge wire between the points T and the left end of the wire is measured. Let Ig in front of G, Ig be the length of the wire in front of known resistance Rb, Lr be the length of the wire. Then by doing the calculations for that one, we have G by R is equal to resistance of the wire of length Lg, resistance of the wire of length Lr. By applying the balancing condition, G upon R is equal to rho Lg upon A upon rho Lr by A. That means where R is equal to rho L upon A, where L is the length of the wire, A is the area of cross section. Therefore, we are getting G is equal to Lg upon Lr into R. Lg plus Lr is equal to 100 centimeter. Again, you can say G is equal to Lg upon 100 minus Lg into R. Using this formula, the unknown resistance of the galvanometer can be calculated.